Brought to you by Penguin.
No Bad Kids. Toddler Discipline Without Shame. Written and read by Janet Lansbury.
Forward. When it comes to discipline, parents are faced with a deluge of disparate expert advice that can be perplexing, contradictory, and sometimes just plain impossible to follow. Should parents spank, bribe, reward, ignore, give consequences, or order a timeout? Does gentle discipline mean letting children rule the roost? Should parents use threats, distractions, games, charts, timers, count to 3, or perfect that look? It's no wonder so many parents are confused, frustrated, and paralyzed. It's no wonder they find themselves losing their confidence and often their tempers. It doesn't have to be that way. Unlike the majority of prominent child development advisors on discipline, I've spent years in parent-toddler classrooms putting theory into practice. I've witnessed 1,000 times over the kinds of interventions and responses that actually work, as well as the ones that never work, and the ones that might work once or twice but ultimately create even bigger power struggles or undermine trust between kids and their parents. Toddlers especially are prone to pushing limits. It is their job as active learners and explorers and developmentally appropriate. It is a natural expression of their intense mix of emotions as they struggle to become more autonomous. Successful guidance provides children the safety and comfort they need to flourish. When boundaries work, children don't need to test them as often. They trust their parents and caregivers, therefore their world. They feel freer and calmer and can focus on the important things: play, learning, socializing, and being happy-go-lucky kids. When setting limits, the emotional state of the parent almost always dictates the child's reaction. If we lack clarity and confidence, lose our temper, or are unsure, tense, frazzled, or frustrated, this will unsettle our kids and very likely lead to more undesirable behavior. We are gods in our children's eyes, and our feelings always set the tone. With this understanding, it's easy to see why struggles with discipline can become a discouragingly vicious cycle. As the title of this book states, in my world, there are no bad kids, just impressionable, conflicted young people wrestling with emotions and impulses, trying to communicate their feelings and needs the only way they know how. When we characterize them as bad because we're frustrated, confused, or offended by their behavior, we are doing them a great disservice. It is a negative label, a source of shame they may eventually start to believe about themselves. My parenting philosophy, as well as my perception of children and our relationships with them, are all informed by the teachings of my friend and mentor, child specialist Magda Gerber. Through Magda and the organization she founded, Resources for Infant Educators, I gained clarity as a mother and developed the respectful, fulfilling, effective approach to parenting that I've shared with millions of others as a teacher and writer. At the core of RI parenting is a radical concept. Babies are whole people, sentient, aware, intuitive, and communicative. They are natural learners, explorers, and scientists able to test hypotheses, solve problems, and understand language and abstract ideas. Not what one would consider conventional parenting wisdom, but clinical and scientific findings and published research are now confirming these amazing infant abilities that Magda Gerber recognized 50 years ago. Yet all too often, we're still treating our infants and toddlers as if they are vacant, unaware, and incapable of understanding or communicating with us. Conversely, we might expect our children to be able to handle adult situations like an afternoon shopping excursion at the mall with a level of maturity and emotional self-control they've not yet developed. These inaccurate perceptions can lead parents in an unproductive direction, especially in regard to discipline issues. Ultimately, the big secret to successful discipline is ditching the quick-fix tricks, gimmicks, and all other manipulative tactics and simply being honest with our babies and toddlers. What a concept! This is the most basic level of respect RI teaches, and embracing it is as liberating as it sounds. This book is a collection of my articles pertaining to common toddler behaviors and how respectful parenting practices can be applied to benefit both parents and children. It covers such common topics as punishment, cooperation, boundaries, testing, tantrums, hitting, and more. I'm privileged to receive a steady stream of letters from parents with questions and concerns about discipline. Loving
Sample complete. Ready to continue?